Hi, I'm George the Weather Dad, and we're going to be talking about the next 7 days. That includes the first part of March. One thing now we have to kind of keep an eye on are these wild swings, temperature swings. And that's good and bad. That just shows that, hey, spring is coming. But it also indicates that with the wild temperature swings, that there's an increased chance of severe weather when, in fact, the temperatures go up into the 60s and 70s and then drop down to the 40s and 30s. So that's something just to put in the back of your mind over the next several weeks as we head on into March. All right, so for Thursday, there's a little bit of an Alberta clipper coming in, a little bit of energy, a little bit of moisture, and we could see a little bit of snow out of that in the Ohio Valley and the Midwest. I'm not looking at a lot. It looks like there's going to be more snow towards the east and not for us here in the Midwest. Then it gets interesting because it looks like one model really wants to warm us up for Friday and Saturday and then kind of drop temperatures again for Sunday and on into Monday and Tuesday of next week. But the one that I'm really watching is the GFS model, and it really wants to start developing something for Sunday night and on into Monday. And right now, it's still too early to tell for sure, but if it continues on this trend, we could be looking at a significant snowstorm for portions of the Midwest. I think it could end up being more Indianapolis, Columbus northward, and also towards the west, towards Champaign and Springfield, Illinois, in that area. And then it could produce some icing conditions for south central Indiana and on into the Ohio Valley. But it's still a little bit too early to say for sure, but we're going to have to keep an eye on it because if it drifts a little further south, then the heavy snows, and we could be looking at 3 to 6 inches of snow in some places, and that's a lot. But again, we're still a little bit ways out, but just want to bring that to your attention to see what could happen later on in the upcoming weekend and as we head on into the month of March. I'm George the Weather Dad, so stay tuned for this weekend potential winter storm.